Welcome back to another video. My name is Jessica. And it's so good to have you guys here. Welcome. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And like I always say, stay subscribed, because here at Simple Vest, we are committed to teaching Black professionals and immigrants how to grow their money, how to build wealth, and how to achieve their financial goals. So if you know that you want to grow your finances, you want to grow your wealth, this is the right channel to be in, as we will drop tips and lots of information that would help you and put you on the right path. And of course, our old friends know to do already, but if you're new, I will say this as per usual: like, comment, and of course subscribe to this channel and share this with your family and friends who might be in need of this information. Without further ado, let's go straight into what we have for today. And today's video is going to be different because we are going to be talking about one of our own who has inspired us, and I really want you guys to know about her. And most importantly, I hope she inspires you the way she inspires me and every other Black immigrant out there. And I also want you to learn as much as you would learn from her story, because we would be using her story to teach certain strategies that can help you as an immigrant in the diaspora. Wherever you are, you can apply these business strategies and tips to your business, just in case you are thinking of business, because we've been having a lot of comments from a lot of people saying, oh, our content seems like it's only for people who have a career, who are working 9 to 5. What about business people and entrepreneurs who are African immigrants? And we say, you know what, we got you. And then we're going to be talking about Chioma Brown and how she was able to move from the corporate world into starting her own business, and the tips and the strategies that we observed that she took seriously. So if you want to know the tips and strategies that Chioma Brown used to start and scale her business, stay to the end of this video. You would love it. One day, Chioma decides to start her own business. Chioma is a Nigerian immigrant based in the UK, and she making that drastic decision to start the African Store came from a place of realizing how difficult it is to purchase, authentic and fresh African products like food, groceries, and snacks. It was really a hassle for her. So Chioma went on a research. I remember seeing videos of her going on the street, talking to African immigrants in the UK, asking them how, the journey of getting their food and how it has been. Has it been easy? Is there a problem that they encounter? And one of the biggest problems that she discovered was this: that the African meals that they had, access to were very minimal. They were not like it was not like the major African meals, and when they got them, they were pretty much expensive, and they never came fresh, and it wasn't just given. It wasn't always an exciting experience, because they, like back in Africa, they had, the food comes better and fresher and just more presentable. And she took it upon herself. Based on Chioma Brown's story, we can see that the first thing that she did was to find a problem. So this is to tell you that if you want to start any business, please do not start a business without finding the customers. One of the smart and intelligent things that we can tell that Chioma did was going out there to look for the customers, to check out for the problems and see the people and meet them by herself one-on-one, have a conversation with them, and to find out if this market even exists. If I start this business, will I find real people who this business will be solving a problem for? So that's the first thing you should know. The second thing that you should note, based on Chioma's success story, is solving the problem. That is obvious. So she went into work, she started doing her search, finding her, suppliers, and started creating awareness. And find a way to solve the problem, did her inner work, ensure that it was possible for her to find authentic African products and food stuff, and finding ways that she can make it fresh and so you can get to them in time. Now, one of the things that she did in solving this problem was convenience, because it's really not convenient. Because one of the issues that she discovered was that a lot of people have to travel, like, far distance to just find a store that sells African produce. So what she did was to create something that was going to be easy for them. So she made an online business. So rather than just having an actual store where you have to spend transportation or walk a distance to go and get your produce, all you have to do is to go on her website and you will shop online. That was such a smart thing to do, because we live in a generation where we all love convenience, and that's the reason why e-commerce is a wave at the moment. Like, it is that because we are in a generation where people want convenience, people want to get things delivered to them rather than having to go and travel miles to get what they want. So she found a way to solve their problems and giving them convenience, and also solving the problem of getting fresh and authentic African produce. And it did not just end there. She began to create awareness and began to create publicity. Now, a lot of business owners think that, oh, they have to pay expensive media, they have to pay a lot of money for awareness. Here's where the place of social media comes in. We live in a world where we have a lot of Africans around the globe, and we definitely may not have access to people in certain areas, but social media has made it look like we are all closed. Like, you can pass information from people to people in a split second because social media exists. Like, if you're starting off, there's no need to, spend so much money and have a lot of money spent on, expensive publicity. All you have to do is just tell your story on social media. Begin to utilize social media as a tool to grow and scale your business. And that was one of the smartest thing that Chioma did, and that was how I even discovered her in the first place. Like, if she didn't take social media as one of her tools to scale her business, I definitely would not know she existed. Nobody would know she existed. The way that we did, but I was able to know about her through social media, TikTok in particular. So Chioma began to share her story and her journey of starting this business. So she began to take everyone on the journey. So rather than just saying, oh, we're starting 5 days to go, 4 days to go from nowhere, like, we don't even know you, right? Where are you coming from? That's like the question a lot of people would be asking. But Chioma actually started taking us on the journey. Anyone who knows Africans, African parents, that they're big on, career, like getting a white collar job. You know how their African parents, like, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be a nurse. Like, they think that prestigious professions like that are the only one that matters. Along the way, Chioma had a big issue with her parents. I think her mom, because that's like most of the times she spoke about it, how her mom was not supportive, her mom was angry, her mom was like, how would I have a daughter sell groceries? God forbid. I can't imagine how saying that. Like, Chioma was literally frustrated all the time. Chioma said, like, she had her aunties calling her around the world. What are you doing? Your mother said you are committing an abomination. It was really, really dramatic and sad at the same time. Like, a woman is out here trying to change the world. She's doing something different, about to create history, and all her family can think about is the fact that, it's not a prestigious thing to do. Like, what do you even mean it's not a prestigious thing to do? One of the reasons why I love Chioma, and I'm sure a lot of people do love her, is the fact that she didn't allow that weigh her down. It was really challenging for her, and she took us on the journey. So we saw how she was so vulnerable. So one of the things you have to understand is creating a community around the people that you are solving the problem for. So that is creating a community around your target audience. So as she began to relate this story with us, we began to connect with her emotionally. We began to connect with her, and it felt like we're all part of the business. So one of the things you want to do if you're starting a business is you want to genuinely connect with the people that you are solving this problem for. The people who are your target audience, the people that you want to sell with. You want to genuinely connect with them. And Chioma's story is something that a lot of Africans could relate to, because most African immigrants literally have things that they want to do, but sometimes because they have families, they have parents that they have an expectations to live up to, they sometimes have to live the dreams of their parents rather than their own dreams. And it was just like something that was so relatable. And seeing Chioma defy this opinion of her parents and still go ahead and chase her dream, well, it felt like most young African immigrants were living through her vicariously, and she got all the support she needed. I remember times when she would come on TikTok and rant and be like, guys, my mom just called me, she's been wailing and crying that I want to embarrass her. Like, how can opening an African store be embarrassing? It's sad to see that we have people who think that starting a business that doesn't fit the status quo is embarrassing. And one of the reasons why Chioma won the heart of a lot of people, if you ask me, is because of how authentic she was. People want to feel like they're a part of the journey. Even though it can be very scary and very challenging, sort of, to like let people who you do not know into your business, at least to certain levels of your business, you can't even compare it to how scary it is to not having the people that you know and people that you know you love support not supporting you. That is crazy. Like having people that you love not support you is crazy. So if they don't support you, that is really crazy, and that can be very tough and hard on anybody. Then I don't think sharing your story to strangers who would definitely understand you better in quotes should be scary, because I think the former is way more scary. So honestly, she came out here sharing her story and all the challenges she was facing setting up this business, and it felt like everyone was a part of it. It was given stakeholders, like everyone on the internet was shareholders of this business, and people acted like that. And another thing you need to do is do not be afraid to tell your story. See, we live in a time where being your authentic self is what is selling faster. You want to tell the story behind the idea. Don't just show up on people's face that, oh, I have a product. Like I said, there's a lot of emotion and psychology that comes with buying on the internet and even buying in general. So you'd want to connect with these people in a place that is common between both parties, and tell your story, what inspired your business, bold enough to tell your stories. And that is the best ways that people can connect to you with you. Storytelling is the best way that you can actually communicate, you know, your journey with these people. And trust me, if you take all the steps and infuse them into your launch strategy, you'll be rest assured that it won't even matter if your family or your friends or the people you love don't show up for you, because trust me, these people that you have built a new bond with on the internet and share the same interests as you, I mean, these are the people that your business is solving their problems. You will be shocked on the turnover. We saw that happen with Chioma. On the day that Chioma launched the African Store, trust me, she had so much order that the website collapsed, because they were not expecting this amount of turnover. Shoppers she had on her website exceeded what they had, you know, prepared. And that really caused some level of catastrophe on her website for a little while. And that just shows you how ready people are to support you. So I want you to find this story of Chioma. I will drop in her details where you can follow her on TikTok, and you can see her journey for yourself. It's all documented on her personal page. And of course, you can also show her love. And this is a website where they have amazing and authentic African produce. You can go there and support her business. That is an African immigrant shaking things up, and it's beautiful to see. So I want you to be inspired, and I want you to know that if you have that vision and if you see that there are people who are in need of that solution you're bringing, do not hold it back. Do not allow the short-sightedness of people that you hope to understand stop you. Millions and thousands of people are waiting for you to bet that idea. My name is Jessica, and as usual, Simple Vest is here to help you through your financial journey, help you find easier ways to make more money and grow your money for you. And do not forget to please subscribe to our newsletter. The link to signing up for our newsletter is in the description box below. And do have a wonderful day, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And until the next video, have a nice day. Bye.